Welcome to KCTV English News. I'm your host, Angel Kim. The Provincial Council has passed a proposal to direct the mayoral election system. Governor Won Hee-ryong has held a meeting to review the follow-up measures. The governor has stated that he will reach agreements with the local council on administrative and legal procedures. The decision will be made on whether to hold a referendum. The governor has also asked that Jeju Support Committee to submit an amendment to the relevant law. The Central Administrative Agency will be notified if the committee accepts the suggestion of the council, and the agency will take the proper measures to conduct a feasibility study. The study must be completed within 2 months, and the result must be delivered to the committee within 7 days upon the completion of the study. The Korea Kindergarten Association has postponed the first day of school for kindergartens nationwide. However, private kindergartens in Jeju province will run on schedule. The Provincial Office of Education has announced that all 21 private kindergartens on the island will run according to normal schedules. This announcement has come in the midst of an indefinite delay made by the Korea Kindergarten Association. The province has emphasized that, unlike the association, all private kindergartens on the island utilize the same kindergarten registration system, Go First School, and kindergartens on Jeju operate differently. The provincial government has announced plans to audit businesses with high levels of fine dust particles by May of this year. The government will overview a total of 324 businesses. The list includes construction sites and asphalt and concrete factories. The investigation will survey proper anti-vibration system installation, fugitive dust control measures, and the use of illegal fuels. Administrative action will be taken on all businesses found to be in violation of the laws. The government also plans to subsidize the replacement costs for pollution control facilities. A total of 407 businesses were audited in 2018, with 49 businesses found to be in violation. Of the 49, 11 were formally charged. The April 3rd Incident Working Level Committee has made the 8th assessment of claims submitted by people who say they were victims of the incident and people who say they are a relative of a victim. The committee has acknowledged 28 victims and 1,608 relatives. The 28 victims include 21 deaths, 3 missing people, 3 disabled people, and 1 convicted person. Of the 3 disabled people, 2 were disabled due to torture and 1 has suffered mental illness. 2 victims and 41 relatives have not been acknowledged as they were not considered to be related to the incident. An estimated 8,800 people have been recognized as a victim or a victim's relative by the committee so far. The Jeju Fire Festival, one of the biggest events on the island's yearly calendar, will be held from March 7th to 10th at Sebyol-Orum. The festival will begin with a torch lighting ceremony at Samseonghyol. The torch bearers will be crossing the entire island. A variety of programs are scheduled for the second day of the festival, including the opening ceremony, music performances, and cultural events. The highlight of the festival will take place on the evening of the 9th, as they light up Sebyol-Orum. A total of 394,000 people were in attendance last year. The Verification Committee for the review of the feasibility study for the new airport site has received an extended deadline. The Transport Ministry has decided to extend the deadline by 2 months for the committee to fully review the results of the study. The extension was determined by the Transport Ministry and the ruling party, the Democratic Party of Korea. Joseph Kim reports.
The Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport has accepted demands made by the opposition and decided to run the Verification Committee for 2 additional months for the committee to review the result of the feasibility study done when choosing a site for the island's new airport. The extension of the running period of the committee was determined by consultation between the Transport Ministry and the ruling party, the Democratic Party of Korea. Jo Jung-sik, head of the policy board of the ruling party, and Kang Chang-il, Oh Young-hoon, and Wi Sung-gon, who represent the island as members of the Democratic Party of Korea at the National Assembly, participated in the consultation. And Minister Kim Hyun-mi and Kim Kyung-uk, head of the Planning Office, and Kwon Yong-bok, head of the Aviation Policy Office from the ministry side, joined the consultation. The ministry has promised to provide data and documents it used when determining the new airport site to the committee and consider suggestions made by the committee as a part of the basic plan for the airport. The ministry will also guarantee participation of area residents who oppose building the airport in Seongsan in activities of the advisory group for basic plans. And it will actively join new airport-related discussions that take place in Jeju to listen to the opposition. It also promises that it will value the island's voice if the opinion is sought in an objective and reasonable way to include the opinion in policies.
반대 대책에서는 여전히 쟁점이 다 해소되지 않은 상태이다는 주장을 하고 있고 인정을 또 하지 않고 있기 때문에 그러한 부분에 대해서 또 자료 공개가 또 되지 않고 있는 부분도 있고요. 그래서 충분하게 자료 공개를 통해서 검토위원회 의결 활동을 통해 쟁점을 해소시키는 그런 과정이 필요하다고 판단한 것입니다.
The province welcomes the decision to extend the period. It added that the decision was made a little late, but the decision is the right one. Area residents also welcome the extension. As the Transport Ministry steps aside and lets residents handle things, the island expects the deepened conflicts between the government and area residents to be eased soon. Joseph Kim, KCTV.
Expect mostly sunny skies on Tuesday with some cloud coverage in the evening. For the details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 6 and the high later on, 15 degrees. Down south in Seogwipo, temperatures will fall between 7 and 15. The low before lunch in Seongsan will be 5 and the high in the afternoon, 15 degrees. We have similar temperatures across the island in Kosan, with a low of 6 and a high of 14. And the morning low at higher elevations like Songpanak will be 3 and the afternoon high 10 degrees. Out on the water, winds will be out of the northeast and east at 8 to 13 meters per second, and seas will be between 1 and 2.5 meters. And here's a look at your extended forecast. That brings us to the end of today's newscast. Thank you for joining me, and you can now also connect with us on YouTube at KCTV E News Jeju. I'll see you next time.